Hello, it is Sunday, June 14th. I've got my nieces assisting me today. We're going to do some different things with our video today. Thank you for tuning in. The title of today's video is "The Pandemic is Over." No, it's not, but I have to keep reminding myself the pandemic is not over. I caught myself earlier this week walking into Dollar General without my face mask. And I didn't even think about it until I was at the back of the store doing my shopping. That was when I realized I did not have my face mask on. I had to give myself a pretty stern talking to about that because the pandemic is not over. It seems every day this week I've been hearing on the news about South Carolina hitting new plateaus or new highs in their number of cases. And nationwide, the same thing is happening. The Bible tells us in 1 Peter 5:8, "Be alert and of sober mind. Your enemy, the devil, prowls around like a lion looking for someone to devour." Well, that scripture can be translated as COVID-19 or coronavirus. That is the devil, and it's looking for someone new to infect. It's looking for a new host human being. And I don't want to be that host human being. The pandemic is not over. We are just acting like it is. There are so many signs of summer right now that we kind of forget about the danger before us. The schools have closed, and not just, because of the pandemic, but they've closed for the summer. It's been hot outside. The air conditioner is on. The trees have their full canopy. Some of the swimming pools are open, and it's not getting dark until 9 o'clock. This is still not your typical summer. We are still in a pandemic. I have wondered, when will this be over? I'm frankly tired of it. When will this be over? Well, according to the New York Times, a pandemic can be over in one of two ways. It can be over when the medical community says it's over based on the number of cases dropping dramatically and the number of deaths dropping dramatically. That has not happened. Another way that a pandemic can be over is socially. And what that means is when people have decided that, oh, well, there's a pandemic. Oh, well, I'm still at risk. Oh, well, I hope it doesn't kill me. And sometimes I'm starting to think that that's where we are. We are socially ending the pandemic. Don't know if you saw the New York Times back on May 24th as we were approaching 100,000 cases. Just as we approached 100,000 cases, they published a story called An Incalculable Loss, where they published the names of those who had lost their lives due to coronavirus. I thought that was a really nice tribute to those people, because sometimes when we hear the numbers or we see the numbers on the news, those are just numbers. But it's important that we remember that those numbers are people. Those are people who had lives and they meant something to someone. I really liked that in the New York Times article, An Incalculable Loss, that they gave a little snippet from these people's obituaries. Basie Offlong, who was 25, of Michigan, it says she saw friends at their worst but brought out their best. Antonio Neves, 33, of Chicago, was always busy with some kind of house project. June Beverly Hill, she was 85 years old, of Sacramento, California. No one made creamed sweet potatoes or fried sweet corn the way she did. I call these little snippets a person's life script, and reading those made me wonder what my family would use as my little life script. What would they say about Kim? My pastor has suggested a few times that we go ahead and write our own obituary. I haven't quite gotten around to that, but one of these days I may go ahead and do it. Just to remind you, the pandemic is not over. Don't forget, there is still a virus out there. The cases are still rising and the deaths are still rising. The pandemic is not over. Watch what you do. And remember, your enemy, the devil, prowls around like a lion looking for someone to devour. Don't let it be you.